Round up, homies. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know when this will reach you. I am Chris Haskins. It is an honor to be with you tonight. The reason I'm doing this emergency, I call it emergency broadcast here tonight, because my community needs to hear this. My community got to hear this. Okay, so I'm here tonight just delivering a message. I'm nothing but the messenger. I did several consultations this week, and some things came up that I am concerned that my community has no idea the difference in the two. So, a couple things we're going to be covering tonight as we take a journey, a slight stroll together down the financial literacy road of real estate investing. Greetings. I am going to be your pilot for this evening. I am Chris Haskins. My mission and ministry is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. Okay. In doing that, I get to bring you my experiences. I am what you call a practitioner. Let me cut this fan up real quick. I'll be right back. I'm getting real fancy. I got a remote control. I got a remote control fan up in this joint. John, what up, homie? I got a remote control fan, y'all. Let's do this. Let me do you know? Do you know the difference between real estate investing versus investor versus investing? I spell all that right. I've got to hire somebody. Do you know the difference between real estate investor versus investing? Did I hit the wrong one? Is that high? I got this remote control. It's really cool. I can control my fan now. I don't have to go pull a string. I'm moving up a little bit. I'm moving up in the world. So tonight, I'm Chris Haskins. My mission and ministry is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. That's out of the way. So and my walk here, I get to meet people from all walks of life, all businesses, all races, all ethnicities, all income levels, all type of job titles. And the thing about it is I get to see what's repetitive. Boom, boom, boom. And what I'm noticing with my community is I know I've said this in the past, but I'm finding out that we don't have any idea what is the difference between being an investor versus investing, and that's what we're going to get into tonight. And I know you might think, well, I don't care about that. I need to get this money. Well, as I was doing these consultations this week, I'm like, you know what? We have to raise our we got to raise our financial literacy. That's it. We have to understand what money works, how money works, and knowing the difference in these two is going to help you to raise your income. So let me tell you how they pulled my coattail on my collar to the difference between these two. Let me tell you about me in 2004, 5, and 6. I'm glad you asked. No one cares about me, little old me. Who cares, right? It's just crazy how as much impact as one can feel they have on the community. Sometimes I still feel like I don't matter. Okay, I want y'all to feel that I'm just like you guys. I'm just a friend. Sometimes I feel like I just don't matter. Right. So tonight we're talking about the difference between investing versus being an investor. So back in 04, 5, 6, when I started, I was able to be, I don't know why God put these people in my life. I don't know why the universe blessed me with having ultra successful real estate investors. I was surrounded by these fools. I was surrounded by them. Lonnie Scruggs, Mike Cheatwood, Scott Jelinek. I mean, these people that were doing the damn thing, Skip Sailors. I mean, these dudes were doing millions of dollars of deals, and I was coming in not owning anything. But luckily, I don't know why, they poured into me. I don't know. Maybe I was just so green. They were like, yeah, let me teach this guy something. So Mike Cheatwood used to be the president of our local RIA, Real Estate Investors Group. And what Mike told me, he said, Chris, well, he talked like this, real distinct dude. He was an ex-military Navy guy. Chris, well, let me tell you, did you know that there was a difference between being a real estate investor and being somebody that is investing in real estate? I'm like, what in the heck are you talking about? It's not the same thing. Well, Is my microphone okay, yo? Oh, that's it. Is my mic okay? Oh man, somebody knew Mike Cheatwood. Shane, you knew Mike? When the dude passed away, I gotta tell y'all, that was one of the few times in my life that I think I might have fainted when Mike Cheatwood died. Anyway, so dude was just a master at this thing, and his demeanor. You're talking about somebody. You think I'm emotionless when it comes to real estate? You think I walk through houses? Okay, but this man showed zero emotion when it comes to this. Well, Chris, let's think about the numbers. He was extremely proper in his English. Everything he said, he talked like this. Everything was numbers, numbers. Unbelievable. Somebody else knew Mike Cheatwood. Okay, so y'all, I'm not making up. I'm not like Robert Kiyosaki when he makes up Rich Dad, Poor Dad and all that stuff. And thank you for all of my military people out there too. Thank you for your service. And tonight, if you look at in the video description, I'm pre-opening my Discord. It's going to cost you a couple of dollars a month, but you'll get direct access to me. Email, we'll be chatting all the time. I'll be able to answer questions via email. So if you want to join out, the Roundup Discord opens today. Now it's not officially like this is pre-opening, so all the people get in now. We'll be able to talk all the time because I'm going to be active every day. But in a few weeks, we're going to do a real launch. This is the pre-launch. If you want to get into the Discord now, that link's in the video description. Come on over and hang out with me. So, Chris, being an investor and if you're investing, like, well, what's the difference? Well, let me help you understand, because I did these consultations this week. And I think for me in 2004, 5, 6, what I was doing, I was buying real estate, right? What we did, this is hand to my word. I was taught buy real estate, hold it for a year, get negative cash flow, and then sell it in a year and make a big chunk of money. Now, that strategy worked back in 2004, 5, and 6. Just like 2020, 21, 22, you could have done the same thing. You could have bought a piece of real estate in 2020 and sold it in 2022 and made 30, 40 grand because appreciation was so high. But that's not a real way to do business. And that, my friends, looks more like investing. These numbers here are going to be for our Saturday video tomorrow. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you'll see this deal excuse me, I'm going to be going over on our Saturday video. So what he explained to me was, he said, Chris, real estate investors make money today, but if you invest in real estate, then you make money in the future. Let me say that again. You have to understand this concept, because a lot of us think that like we're real estate investors. I'm like, oh yeah, tell me. So real estate investors make money now. When we buy a piece of real estate, my real estate roundup homies, when we buy real estate, we are going to make money the next day or even the same day. We buy real estate. How do we do that? We buy real estate below market value, and then we can either sell it the next day, or we can fix it up and sell it in the future, or we buy real estate today and it is going to be income producing. It is going to be an income producing asset. All right. So let me say that one more time. A real estate investor makes some money off of real estate today. Today. So there's real estate that I'll buy, right? And I'll go in, I'll add value, fix it up, sell it very quickly. All right. Sometimes I'll buy rental property but I want the rent to start coming in now or in the next 30 days. But either way, I'm buying below market value. So I get to decide which way I want to do it. Do I want to fix it up, sell it? Do I want to hold it and make money off of rental income passively? Do I want to buy it and then sell it off to another investor and they pay me monthly? So there's several different ways that we make money on real estate, being a real estate investor. Okay, so get that in your mind. Real estate investors make money off of the assets we buy today or in the next 30 days. We're making money right now. Now, if you are investing in real estate, you're not necessarily going to be making money right now. However, you are planning to earn money in the future. Okay, so let me give you an example. Some people buy real estate, they work their job, they're 9 to 5, they love their job, but they're looking for a way to create wealth for themselves. So they buy real estate not necessarily for the income that it's going to throw off, which they could, but they're looking for later in life where they're going to be paying down the real estate and then they can either sell it or keep it cash flowing. Okay. So if you are investing in real estate, so as a guy I did a consultation with, if you're watching, what's going on, homie? If you buy land, there is only a few ways that you can be a real estate investor with land. We're going to get to that. Usually people buy land because they're going to be investing. So guy hires me. I'm looking at some land he bought. I'm like, okay, it's cool land, perhaps. Ouch! It was up by if you know King's Dominion in Virginia. Guy's very sharp guy, young guy. So I'm listening to him talk. I'm like, man, this is why I got to get the message out, y'all. You have to share this content so people know. And it may seem like something small to you, investor versus investing, but I promise you, this is huge regarding your mindset and how you, if you're going to be successful in this game. Okay. So don't forget, you can subscribe to the channel, join our Discord. It's in the video description. And if you just want to kind of make sure you stay attuned for all of our trainings, there's a link also in the video description for our email. Join our email list. At least you do that so you know when we got some stuff coming out. So the guy buys this land and he says he's held on to it for the last 3 years, paying taxes on it. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not necessarily mad at it, but people hire me to figure out how they can make money now. So if you buy land and you're just paying taxes on it and it's not creating any income for you, if you buy a piece of land or real estate and you're paying taxes and insurance and you're actually spending money is going out, then you are investing in real estate. Now, if you buy land and then you turn around and possibly build on it, develop it, and with my favorite, finance another investor so they can go out and do it, you get a down payment from somebody else and you do seller financing, then you are an investor because you have taken your brain power and raised your financial literacy to understand that, listen, there are more ways to do real estate than just buy low, sell high, buy low, wait for something to go up in time. We make money, and sometimes you can buy high and still make money. You can buy high and then finance it off. I just did it. We do it all the time, and it doesn't have to be pretty real estate. We make money off of ugly real estate. Remember the house we sold where the roof was caving in? So, but in order for us to understand what we're doing when we get out there when we're buying land or houses, we have to decide, is this one that I'm going to be investing in or am I going to be an investor? So I'm buying house. So for me now, I do this every day, but I'm doing a lot of this. I'm doing a lot of principal pay down because I'm thinking about my later years. I'm not necessarily looking for immediate cash flow. I'm not like, listen, if I don't make cash flow, then I don't pay my bills. I, thank God, have passed that stage in life. So now I'm looking at investing. I'm looking for making money in the future. You have to think about both of these things, money now and money in the future, the time value of money. How much is the money that you're spending now? How much is it worth over time? So we want to get this stuff going out and in. I think I got 182. I don't want to say spent. I invested $400,000 to $500,000 over the last 2 weeks. We've got 300 coming back in. So I'm constantly got large amounts of money coming in and out. I cannot believe I'm this person. I never forget when I used to think $25,000 was a lot. I'm like, how much is that? $25,000? Man, shit. I'll pass. Now it's like 25. I mean, okay, is that all? Let's just go. So the purpose of tonight, I just want to make sure. What time is it? 8:25. I want to make sure that you understand and tell me which one are you. Put it in the chat down there. Which one are you? Do you get involved with real estate and make money today or in the next 30 days? Or when you get involved with a project, are you waiting to get paid now? So in terms of my guy that had this land, I was explaining this concept to him. This is nothing but love. He might be watching. What's going on? If you own land and you're spending money on it to maintain it every year, you are investing. You don't have any income coming in. Okay, so when I'm asking people, I'm like, okay, do you plan on doing this in the future, or are you looking to make money right now? So if you're like me and you want to make money now, like it's time to like do this. I'm I can't really be waiting 10 years. I need to pay these bills. Like, we live on both sides. It's okay for you to be on both sides. I'm happy with that. But you have to know what you're doing. Which one of these am I doing? Am I investing now? Am I an investor? You put your hat on, you switch it out. So tell me in the chat, please, which one are you doing? Which one are you investing, or are you more of an investor? I would love to know. We have to know this. So this will help guide your steps. If you buy a piece of rental property and it doesn't necessarily make you money now, the rent, it doesn't cash flow. And even if it does cash flow just a little bit, you're investing. See, if your monthly payment is $1,000 and your rent is $1,000, you're investing, right? Because when you buy rental property, no one tells you that. You might not know this. Let me pull your coattail. Let me pull your coattail to this one, player. Did you know that tenants don't like to pay rent every month? Did you know that people pay late rent a lot of times? Do you know that people sometimes don't pay and they just say they tell you they're going to pay, but they don't? Did you know that sometimes people drag you out trying to not pay for months and months, and then your house sits vacant? Oh, you didn't know that? Well, I'm glad you have subscribed to the channel. If your monthly payment is 1,000 and your rent is like 1,100 and you're making $200 a month, one vacancy can wipe out all your cash flow for an entire year. So don't tell me that $200 a month makes you an investor, because one repair, one vacancy, whoosh, Andrew Brown, you are an investor. Good for you. So you understand the difference. So this is not a stab at anybody. I really want to just get the good word out to my community, because we have no idea. We had no idea that there was a difference in the two. I'm telling you, because you know what? I didn't know. Thank God I had guys like Mike Cheatwood to kind of pull my coattail and be like, look, player, let me tell you something. You're not an investor. Because I had bought these houses. I was getting, back in the day, the mortgage payment was 1,000, rents would be 800. We were losing $200 a month. Can you imagine buying a piece of real estate, losing $200 a month, and then trying to sell it in a year? That's why when the market crashed in 2008, how many people were underwater? It was ridiculous. I mean, it was unreal to see all these people with over leveraged houses. That brings me to my last point, y'all. He who understands creative financing over the next 5 years is going to you are going to crush the real estate game. He who understands creative financing, subject to land contracts, seller finance, and lease options. I'm telling y'all, man, I am living this. I just bought 3 houses this month. 3. Well, 1, 2, 3. Yep. Maybe not this month, in the last 45 days. People with low interest rates from 2020, 2021, and 2022. Okay. They are now coming around and they are wanting to sell those homes, right? So they bought at the top of the market. Now the market's a little soft. Maybe some areas might be close, but there's not enough equity for them to sell. That's when we can come in and craft a phenomenal, an unbelievable real estate deal based on what we know. What we know, y'all. But you have to learn. You have to get trained on this, right? So I got so much training for y'all, so much to share with you. I just don't even know where to start sometimes. You got to get trained. You have to know what to say. If you haven't, you can download my negotiating audio that will walk you step by step how to talk to people. We got a question here. Zach. What up, Zach? How do you avoid people using other people's social security numbers to hide their bad credit? That's nasty. I don't know about that one, Zach. I've never seen that one done. That's a beast move right there. I don't even know how you would even use somebody else's social security number. So he or she who understands creative financing over the next 5 years, you are going to be able to add a 0 to your net worth minimum. We've already added in the last month. Shit, man. I don't even know. Because what is happening, and I'm telling you, I'm predicting this because I'm living it. This is what I do. People that got those low mortgage interest rate loans, right? They have those low interest rate loans from 2020 and 22. They now are going to want to have to sell They're going to want to sell and they're going to have to sell. Why? Because some people are going to pass away. Some people are going to get sick. Some people are going to have job transfers. Some people are going to lose their jobs. Remember, we buy real estate based on social conditions, not market, not market conditions, social issues. Remember that. Remember this tonight, y'all. We, repeat after me, we buy real estate based on social issues, not market conditions. What does that mean? Death, divorce, drug abuse, job loss, job transfer. Okay, so when people are coming to us, they have a problem we have to solve. All right. Now that problem, those problems don't go away just because you got a low interest rate. The problems don't go away just because your house is at 8%. The problem doesn't go away just because you don't have no equity. You still got a problem. Now, that's where you turn into a master negotiator and you come in and you say, well, you know what, Miss Smith? I'm not thinking. You know what, Miss Smith? We could probably help you. Come on in. Let me talk to you about how we could buy your property even though you don't have any equity. Let me talk to you about you could buy your house even though so you don't have to pay realtor fees. Let me buy your house. You don't have to pay any closing costs. Let me buy your house. You don't have any equity. We could still get you some money. How does that sound? So you have to back your sellers into these things. Being tan. I just watched a Lancer's video. Thank you so much for supporting. When doing a refinance for the property held in a trust, who's responsible for the loan? Yes, the beneficiary is always responsible for that loan. Okay, so the beneficiary will go in and sign personally for that loan. The trustee may have to sign on the loan too, which I have done, but the beneficiary. Okay, thank you for your support. Being tan. So get out there, round up. I'm not holding you long tonight. No. You have to know this stuff. You have to know which one are you. I see one guy's an investor. You got to know. If you don't know which one you are, nine times out of 10, you're just investing. So if you own real estate and you're going to make money in the future, you are investing. Okay. So don't get it mixed up. Don't get it mixed up. If you think you're an investor and and you're not, you don't see monthly cash flow or big chunks down payments coming in, you're not an investor. And that's okay. It is okay to not be an investor. It's okay to be investing because we all have to prepare and plan for the future. Not everybody is going to be full time looking at deals all the time. All right. And the creative financing, I've got tons of creative financing on my channel. If you need some of the stuff, you have to learn subject to. Okay. So round up, it's been cool. I just wanted to share with y'all as I'm noticing that my community, we have to get educated. There is no future for you. I'm going to make a statement. It's no future for you unless you get educated. And even then, it's not promised. If you don't get educated, man, you are so done. I mean, you are just. If I come to you and I say, "Well, the guy doesn't have any equity. This payment is this. What do you think we could do?" And you don't have an exit strategy for these people that need to get out of these houses that don't have equity, you're going to be extremely limited in your options to be able to do these deals. If all you know is buy low, sell high, your future is going to be short regarding being an investor. Mike V, what up, homie? Do the sellers of subject to properties ask you to prove you have the resources to make the payments? I guess they could, but if that's the case, you might have to show them a bank statement, or you might have to prove to them what my mentor used to say: your bank ability. How do I know you're going to make my payments? How do they know? Well, in actuality, they don't. But I highly recommend you, Mike. If you follow me, you know that I always talk about your digital footprint. That's why it's always good to have a massive digital footprint. Like right now, I'm creating digital assets throughout the internet. So when people come, they say, "No, that was the guy." You know what? I mean, look, okay, he's got this, he's got that, he's bought that. All right, he seems legit. It's called the air of legitimacy, Mike V. How much content do you have on the internet? Can one of your sellers go search you out and be like, you know what? I seen this guy bought a house. I seen he's got finance, and I've seen he's done this, he's done that, he's been here. So create a narrative for yourself. So when other people search you, in fact, I hesitate to do business with anybody that I can't search up anymore. I'm scared. I go type you in. Hold up, dog. Ain't nothing there on you. Oh, something don't smell right, player. Right. So when I do business with people, I want to be able to search them, and I hope you guys would search me out too. If y'all want to do business with me, search me up. See who I'm all about. I have lenders, I've got bankers, I've got referrals, I've got people I've done business with, I've got people we've coached. So for you, if you don't have that, start documenting your life. Just put some stuff on Instagram so you can search your name. Okay. And if you don't want to do that, just get some letters of referral where you can just show people where they have people that you're a great guy. All right. And shit, if you don't want to do that, you might have to just give them your bank statements. Okay. All right, Roundup. Anything else? Any other questions we got for this stuff? Are you an investor or are you investing? Neither one bad. Get your creative financing skills up. All right. In fact, maybe I should just give y'all a deal. Make sure you're on my email list. I won't put it out now, but if you're on my email list, I might do a special, a 1-day special. I have to get this word out for y'all so you can learn. So we've got some workshops coming up. My first rental. My house is almost done, so I'm going to be starting inviting people over so we can network. You have to rub elbows with people that are doing this stuff. It's something about hanging out with other investors. Even for me, I learned something here and there. Like, boom, I learned that. I just learned something the other day. Oh man, you do that? Okay, cool. I like that. Let's try that. I hang out with people that are extremely more wealthier than me. All that stuff, those frequencies, those vibrations, they land on me. They help me to grow. Okay. Dallas, what up? Fort Worth. Fort Tex Metals and Roofing. Oh, you making money down there. Okay, round up, homies. Make sure you pick the brick up, my back all toe up. Make sure you subscribe. You'll see these numbers break down over the week for our Saturday video. Share this stuff. Help our community. Did you understand? If you ain't making no money and you talking about you invested, you a real estate investor. Not saying that you got to be like the best investor in the world, but if your plan, if your strategy, if your tactics don't end in a road that you make money now or in the next 30 days or in the near future, then you are investing. If your tactics, strategies, and the road that you're traveling makes you money now, then you are an investor. All right. Okay, I am going to carry this. Use every breath, my breathing. This is what I live for, to make sure my people. I'm sick of it, traveling everywhere in the world. We're at the bottom. No more of that. It's our time. Now is the time. Now is the time. My commitment to raising your financial literacy is what I live for. Okay. All right, Roundup. I will see y'all soon. Jackie, you join the email list. Thank you. So the Discord is below. You can join the email list so you don't miss anything. Or I'm sorry, yeah, the Discord, that's going to have me live. I'm going to be on there. You can get your questions answered. We go back dialogue. That's in the description. Pre-launch is today. Or you can join our email list so you can make sure you don't miss the trainings. Jackie, welcome to the fam. I see you soon, Roundup family. Peace.